All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we have Sammy from Cross the Ages in the house. Guys, I've been talking to Sammy and his team for like 5 months already, and this is one of the games I'm the absolute most excited about, most bullish on. Why? Because they are taking something that has historically worked extremely well in the traditional gaming world. Games like Magic the Gathering, which has 35 million players, even today, even being as old as it is, it's still super sticky, super popular. Games like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, all of these games that we know work so well and have massive cult-like followings in the traditional world, all brought over to Web 3.0, integrating things like NFTs, token economy, play and earn models. And one of the coolest things is actually enabling people that traditionally have even been priced out of games like Axie Infinity or Pegaxie or whatever, enabling them to come in and play and earn and generate revenue. But not only that, guys, they actually have something completely innovative that nobody else has done. They're writing 7 novels with world-renowned novelists and artists creating all this art and storyline. And what it's going to do, in my opinion, is create this entirely massively sticky, super organic type of cult-like community, like things like Game of Thrones and The Hobbit, things like that, that we see have these massive followings and audiences now, all of that being brought to a blockchain game. If this all sounds great to you, make sure that you stay tuned to the very end, because Sammy and his team were kind enough to give you, the viewers, our audience, 400 NFTs, which will get you early access to the game before everybody else does, which means it gives you an opportunity to get loot boxes and other cool things that others won't be able to get until later. So you can get a head start on everybody else. Stay tuned. We'll tell you how to do that. All right, Sammy, welcome. We got Sammy from Cross the Ages, a game that I'm very excited about. Sammy, welcome.
Hey, thank you. Welcome.
Sammy, tell me, okay, so can you tell us, those who don't know yet, what Cross the Ages is? What is Cross the Ages?
Cross the Ages is a new kind of experience where we're gonna bring, all the people, from Magic the Gathering, so 35 million of people, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and all these games from collectible. Our point is just like to put them all together on the Web 3.0. What we want is giving them a new kind of experience with the NFT, with the gaming, and how you can be able, to collect the card and having like a kind of new experience with the blockchain and crypto. This is the first time on the world where you have like a game based on an IP and a book. And we created 7 different books with like 145 people working together to give a unique experience.
So it's something similar that people can compare in the legacy world to like something like Magic the Gathering or Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon, something like that.
Yeah, I'm a super geek, of Magic the Gathering. I started Magic the Gathering when I was 9. So I tried almost all the games, so Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Hearthstone, League of Legends, World of Warcraft. This is the thing really inspired me to create a new kind of game and a new kind of experience.
Please do tell me a little bit about your background, and then of course like the all-star team, that's a massive all-star team that's behind this project.
I start on the audiovisual sector, so I used to be a producer of movie, being assistant for many years, and become producer, executive producer and producer. I produce clip, short movie, long movie for the cinema. I do that for 7 years, and after that, I come back to the gaming. Gaming was my big passion, and I do that for 11 years and become producer. So for the artists, we have 75 artists involved on the project. So we are 145 people, 75 artists, and on the artists, you have people working on team of Harry Potter, people working on Game of Thrones, people working on Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Marvel, DC Comics, Nier Automata, Avatar, Matrix, Cyberpunk, The Witcher, Resident Evil, all the biggest projects on the world, and it's just growing every week.
What do you think are the most exciting things about Cross the Ages that really will set it apart from other things on the market?
So Cross the Ages is based on an IP. So we took a long time to create a whole universe, a graphic Bible, books. You have 7 books. The first one was released the 20th October, so chapter by chapter for free, on the website. We made like 80,000 of download now. Wow. And the thing super exciting is you will have 7 books on 10 years. And this is changing absolutely everything. Imagine that you have a new kind of Harry Potter or Game of Thrones, but
Yeah.
without the show yet. So after the first book, the community will be able to give input and to give the feeling, and you can be also, being able to give a new kind of thing to evolve the book.
Is it going to be in some sort of like DAO structure where people are suggesting like, it's input for the new novels, or how does that work exactly?
So in fact, we put the book on the website, also, on Wattpad and Inkit. And on Wattpad, for example, you are able to put comments. We have someone working, every day and going, taking like the best suggestion. This will be the first part to understood, what is the feeling, about like the readers. And after that, we will do like some different contests where, people will be able to create a new kind of character that we're going to put, on the story.
Is there any other game that has done this before with novels?
No, I don't think so. Well, I think it's the first time that we have a kind of game that's working on this system. If you think about it, we start 17 months ago. So it's really early, because 17 months ago, NFT wasn't the NFT and the market wasn't prepared for that.
Can you kind of paint a picture of the user journey or user experience from your average player? Like, what will they feel like? What will get them really excited?
Yeah. So the thing very interesting on this kind of game, it's you will not have only crypto user. You will have people from gaming, people from the collectible, and people from the crypto side. So when you have like this kind of player, you will have a new kind of people playing together and having a new experience, because you don't have only one type of user, one type of player playing from gaming, only gaming, but this will create a new experience and a new share between them.
Can you tell us more about like in-game mechanics and from the token perspective and the cards?
What we want to do is giving first an experience where the player can play for free, almost free. So usually, on the crypto space, you always have a barrier, for the entrance. This is the first thing. So you have a game very fun to play with a package, of booster pack that you can be able to buy for $3 to $15. Something that's it's maybe possible for you to come and not having pack for one Ether or whatever, something like very expensive. The second thing is about like the minting. On the game, we have Polygon as strong partner on the project, and we are able to mint the card for $1. And this is an engagement that we will do, for all the year, that we will say every time, if you want to mint a card, is always $1. And you will have like way, to play, where more you're going to play, and you will have a play and earn and not a play to earn. The difference is super big, So what we want is just involve, the player inside the game and give them a lot of fun and a great experience.
And then tell me about the token in the game.
The crystal, this one is a stable token. This token will allow us to give an experience for the same price, for the pack, for the minting, for everything, So we will be sure that you don't have a price going up, and you will have the CTA token. This CTA token will allow you, when you are holder of that, so many things. For example, if you have X token, you can be able to mint the card. To play to the game, you don't need to have CTA token. But if you want to mint the card, you will need a number of CTA token. If you want to make the league arena, so the competition, this is competitions that we created inside the game. Every 3 months, we will give 1 million for the best team on the game. And if you want to play to this 5 against 5, you will need to have a number of tokens. If you want to lend your card, so rent, because you cannot be able to rent your card inside the game, you will need to have token. If you want to transform your card, and this is totally new, transform your card from NFT to physical, you will need to have a number of tokens. And you will have a special VIP access. This access will allow the player to get one off-series card every week, able to see the fanzine and the comics, able to have like some special contents for a number of tokens. However, you can be able to play to the game without the token. And this is something that you can, evolve on it and try to get some crystal and transform for having CTA token. And this will be a way, for the people, even without nothing, to reach different points. And the difference between this project and the other, whatever what's going to happen tomorrow with the Bitcoin or the market, the IP is still here. For example,
Yeah.
you don't like the last Star Wars, whatever. It will still here, because the IP is so strong that you will have like a fan base and people behind that. And this is exactly what will happen.
And also, it sounds like more than likely, assuming that we get enough traction, that there'll probably be a TV show or movie made of this as well. I mean, it makes the most logical sense.
I think it's logic, if you've seen like the story about like a book on Saga, it take always 3 years, to create a big community. I think that blockchain and NFT will give it's an acceleration, and this will be a game changer for us.
So when can people expect to play, and when are you doing your token launch?
We have a playable version in March. March is the next month, so it's tomorrow. We will need at least 45 days from March, half March, to being able to make all the tests to be sure that when we're going to release the game, everything will work properly. So we will have an early access on May.
For someone watching this, how can they get involved if they're interested in buying some NFTs now, or maybe participating in how is there any way for any of the public or anything to get involved with the token sale or anything like that? Or
all social media are different. We creating a new kind of whitelist, to be early access, and to get this early access and to be able to get some NFT pack, So this, you can find all this information on the social media and on the different social media. So what you will find on Discord is not going to be what you will find on Telegram, and not will be find on Twitter. And we made that just to bring the people and to put them involved and to be, in touch of the project.
Okay, Sam, is there anything else that you wanted to add that maybe we didn't cover?
I want to take like this opportunity now, to give for your community 400 NFT. So we will have 20 winners. So 20 winners, they will get like 20 NFT each and an early access to start the game. So they will be like the first one, on your community to start to do that.
Sammy, thank you for doing that. I'm sure I really appreciate it, and I'm sure my community will as well. Thank you so much for coming on. Really appreciate your time, man. I'm very excited. Cheers.